Today's the first day of school for us.
This thing is huge!
Are you ready? Yes!
I'm just grumpy.
Janae is fixated.
Today's the first day of school for us, and while a lot of things are different, we tried to keep some things the same, so we're starting the year off with a big breakfast. Jeremy made us some scrambled eggs. We've got some potato waffles, fruit that Elise arranged so beautifully, and warm pastries.
We didn't have a printer, so we just made a first day of school plate.
We also didn't have a piece of paper, but we had a paper plate.
Perfect.
Ready?
So was Isaac in first grade when we started vlogging?
He was in kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah.
You were older than Isaac was when we began the vlog.
All right, Isaac, my big kindergartner, come on up.
What did you get?
Temperature thing.
Sweet.
I always wanted one of these.
I think Caleb broke the last one that we had. That is crazy.
We had a lot of little kids.
Yeah. It happened.
Wow, it's been like 9 years. Nene's a first grader.
It's crazy, huh?
We're finally all graders.
Instead of kindergarten,
We all grade cheese.
she's in first grade.
So a year or two ago, Isaac and Elise were getting to that age where phones were becoming a huge topic of conversation. It felt like all their friends were getting smartphones. It was just becoming a big issue. And also logistically, it was becoming a challenge. There were times when we needed to coordinate things with them or communicate with them, and not having a phone was becoming a big hurdle. However, I wasn't ready to give them smartphones. That wasn't the direction that I wanted to go. And so I just started researching all sorts of other alternative options. And when I found pinwheel phones, that's when I knew I found the right spot for us. We used the pinwheels for a while, and we loved it so much that we reached out and asked if they would be willing to sponsor our video. So today's video is sponsored by Pinwheel. I felt like Pinwheel gave me everything I wanted in a phone while taking away the things that I did not want in a phone.
One part I liked was that there were different modes about like what was available at the time. So during school, I would be on school mode, which only allowed me to do the school apps. Open mode made it so I was able to pretty much use any of the apps that my parents let me have, which was really nice. And then during bedtime mode, pretty much nothing would work other than like communicating with the parents and alarm.
I love that there's a GPS tracking tool, and so when they were away, they could obviously reach out and connect with us, but we could also see exactly where they were.
Pinwheel phones can really grow with your kids. We love that this works for younger kids or older kids, because as a parent, there's so much customization that you're able to do. You can have no apps on the phone, you can have more apps on the phone, you can have different modes on at different times of day, and then as your kids are ready for more independence, you can start letting go of some of those regulations on the phone and letting them learn and grow.
So what were some of your favorite apps that you were able to use with the Pinwheel phone?
I loved Audible, Libby, and Duolingo because I was just able to like read a ton of books with both of those, and then Duolingo I was able to learn Spanish. Another fun app that I had on it was the guitar tuning one. I was able to connect with my friends with like texting, calling, WhatsApp, Marco Polo.
One of my biggest concerns when I felt like it was time for the kids to get phones is that they would disappear into their phones. I feel like I see that happen all the time, and it's heartbreaking. I can honestly say that with Pinwheel, we didn't lose our kids. This was a great tool that allowed us to communicate and connect and give our kids the independence that we wanted to give them without some of those negative sides. It's been a great solution for our family. We were super sad that the Pinwheel phones do not work with the kind of world travel that we're doing this year. Obviously what we're doing is pretty unique. And so at this moment, our kids are not using the Pinwheels, but we definitely will use them again in the future. Thanks again to Pinwheel for sponsoring our video today. We'd love to have you support our channel and learn more about Pinwheel phones by clicking the link in the description box below. The website does a great job of explaining all the different features of the various Pinwheel phones, the carriers they work with, the plans available, and their holiday deals.
Our travelers, ready to go.
Isaac's listening to Oliver Twist as well, and Caleb's reading a book about one of the first paleontologists, Mary Anning, who's from England. We came down to the Natural History Museum here in London, and we're starting off with some dinosaur bones. This is the most complete Stegosaurus.
It's 150 million years old.
Lava, and this is called Tel's hair? Tele's hair? That is formed, so this is lava that is formed when the magma is thrown in the air and spun by the wind into volcanic blast.
So they filled it with cats.
This museum is so crowded.
I think someone split it open.
You're right, from the back it just looks normal, but from the front, that's amazing. Air conditioning.
She found the air conditioning vent.
Yeah, that says hummingbird right there. These are dodo birds. So we read a book about the discovery of this fossil.
It was so cool. The girl who found it, she was 11 years old.
Yeah, these are the real bones of it.
All the real bones of it.
I think a lot of them are. We read a book about Mary Anning before we came here today. She discovered a lot of the fossils in this museum. Hey Janae, look up.
It looks like a whale.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it's a megalodon.
It is really amazing to see these skeletons. That large one hanging up is a blue whale. This museum is overwhelmingly large. We walked through the earthquake and volcano section and then decided to focus on dinosaurs because that's what Janae was really excited about today. And why not? Dinosaur skeletons are always cool to look at, and fossils, and also because we've been studying Mary Lanning. Janae is fixated. She wants to stay right here. You thought he would be taller? Yeah. I think they were, you just grew. These are real dinosaur eggs. Wait, this one is hatched already, and these ones are unhatched. Yeah, they were hunters. There's the claws. These are their claws.
The human compared to dinosaur.
Yes? Oh my goodness, it's so much. There were some big, whoa, guys, did you look up?
Whoa.
Whoa.
What is that?
Looks like a Stegosaurus. There's another giant. Here, come see this way. It's amazing how much skeletons and fossils make things just feel so much more real. The Triceratops has always been one of my favorites because it's a plant eater, so it seems friendly and cute. The tail is still going back there. This thing is huge. It is.
It looks like their tail is made out of a ton of vertebrae.
Ton. Came home. They're excited to start their personal schoolwork. So most of our schoolwork this year is going to be field trip related and adventuring, but also in their downtime, we're using technology. So everybody's got a math program online, everybody's got reading programs, typing, spelling, you name it. They've got stuff that in our downtime at home they can work on. Anyway, I'm just grumpy. I can always tell when it's me that's in a bad mood because I'm like, everyone's driving me crazy, and I'm like, oh, if everyone's driving me crazy, it's probably me. Anyway, we come home and all the kids start working on their different school assignments, and I was like, you know what I need? I need a snack. I need to eat. I sat down and ate some naan bread and a veggie bowl. Made myself a little cup of blackberry raspberry tea, and I'm starting to feel better. Sometimes I just have to remember to take a minute and take care of myself. Laura's working on math.
It's really fun.
You like it? What program are you using?
Dreambox math. 0 to forward, it ends at 2.
Elise, what are you studying?
Van Gogh.
Ooh, it was who are you studying? Vincent van Gogh.
Vincent van Gogh.
Okay, who is he?
He's an artist, what's a post-impressionist, and it's really interesting to learn about him.
Yeah? Why are you learning about Van Gogh?
Ooh, because we're going to the art gallery here in London where some of his
famous drawings are, paintings. And yeah, it's really interesting. People didn't want to buy his paintings until like after
After he was dead.
That's how most artists
That's the worst.
things are.
In just a couple days, we're going to be going to the National Art Gallery here in London. And so we're having the kids research and learn about some of the artists that they're going to see the famous paintings of at the museum. So which painting are we going to see of his?
The sunflowers.
Yeah, which you told me there's actually 5 different sunflower
Yeah,
paintings.
and they're all around the world. There's like some in there's one in Tokyo, and there's multiple in Europe.
Vincent van Gogh lived here at a time, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a teacher and a minister here.
This is a veggie bowl. Broccoli, kale, and peas. Maybe that'll put me in a better mood.
Peas?
We can only hope. Maybe I should get some chocolate. Janae, why are you doing your school in the hall?
Bluetooth.
Oh. Did you know the Bluetooth goes to our whole house? Jeremy's favorite job is being our homeschool IT guy.
Oh, it's the best. Especially when I'm trying to get an Audible original up on one of the kids' Kindles. It's like super easy.
Is it not working?
So I can get it to show up in the Audible store, and then it says, it's in your library.
Yeah,
But
it's
then
in my library.
I go to the library and it's not there. On his.
Have you rebooted it? Have you refreshed it? Have you turned it off and on?
Let's try it.
Is it connected to Wi-Fi?
It's connected to Wi-Fi.
Okay, this is the extent that I know about how to do things.
Restart. It's not a bad idea. Sometimes we forget the obvious thing, like plug it in.
Hey, thank you for getting everything set up for the kids.
Thanks for knowing what you want for the kids to do.
The net. A cup.
Janae and I are using The Good and the Beautiful for her language arts again this year. We used kindergarten last year and I loved it, so this year we're using the level 1 book. It's available as a PDF, so we just downloaded it and put it on the iPad, and we're able to do the lessons from there and even mark it up. Like Janae can write in the workbook areas, which is so cool. We're also using Lexia Core 5 kind of as a supplement. She likes the games, and I like that it gives her more practice.
Well, apparently I am sporting 2 pairs of glasses. I just put the sunglasses on my head. We're headed to the park, which is the best way to end any day.
These girls are playing so much pretend. Caleb and Isaac have found a bunch of friends to play with. All right, tonight we're doing tacos.
We have been loving eating home-cooked meals and making food. It's very fun for us.
But the dishes are an entirely different thing.
Yeah, you gotta clean up when you eat at home.
Nice too.
Sure. Kendra was starved.
Jeremy made dinner. This is so good, and yes, I was really hungry.
Good night. Treehouse out.
Mozart's actual writing.
This is the King's Library.
All right, we're trying to go to Westminster Abbey for a church service.
Every afternoon now, crave tea and scones.